Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down. Coming out aggressively. Catch inside the 25. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they have the first points of the game.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Dropping to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He wants to change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Turns it loose. Found the spot in the defense. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking downfield. Put it where only his man could get it, and gave him enough room to get the foot down. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside for the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. passing game. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. Rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task. Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches there.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical, and work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Quarterback keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
It's just so nice to have a signal ball who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
For the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. It's complete to the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense. Get in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
4th and short means I'm going for it nowadays. You see it all over college football. Everybody's using analytics and saying, I'm going to take my chances of going for it rather than punting. So, great job by the defense, but you better get that next play ready.
Finds a tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Safe completion on the screen. Breaks into the open. The tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
We really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Nittany Lions will try to convert on fourth down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Trying to find the end zone. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the 1st down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. Play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back.
The offense got exactly what they wanted. They got the look. They dialed up the play. Everything was going great until they forgot to hold on to the football.
Yeah, it's plays like that that end up losing you games, right? This is an offense that has playmakers, and they can create explosive plays, and they got one right there, but just have to finish. Got to have better ball security. Give the defense credit, though. They forced the takeaway and changed momentum.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Find his tight end. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Smith wants to throw. He's going to fire deep. Trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out.
He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. Now from inside the red zone. On the run, still looking. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Wants to throw again. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Husker! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
Man, I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. New Mexico State is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in Las Cruces, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Pittsburgh. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Working that left side now. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want to blitz? How do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back getting some extra yards and getting the first down.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense. Wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional. Put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. And off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up the blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Working that wide receiver screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Smith dropping to pass. Quick strike complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. He's going for it all. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires left. He's got it. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And in this offense, you know as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
They're in the red zone. First and 10 from the 20. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the back. From the red zone, looking for a man. Under fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught over the middle. It's bumped. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. They'll immediately call timeout. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Smith wants to throw. Rushes on him. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own. The Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Lost the fire on second down. Now improvising. Snags it. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Let's it fly! And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Wants to keep it in the air. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up third down.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Cornhusker. Ran the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. From inside the 15, here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass for a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty is the last thing you want when you're in this part of the field. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the change impossible. Delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock up, right? So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. Third and long, and this crowd trying to help the defense get off the field. The play action fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David,
touchdown, Nebraska! And that one will give them the lead.
It's nice to have those big tight ends down here in the red zone because they're such big targets, but they can block, or you just slip them out, find a little hole in the defense, feature him, throw it up, let him go get it. Nice job by the tight end with the catch and the touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. The extra point, they're on top by 5. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to UConn. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off play action on first down. Under fire. Gets it out quickly.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Going to swing it on second down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With a first down in the final period. It's a draw. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes a catch right in the middle of the danger zone. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. The screen, he's got wheels. No more room to rise. This defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22. No signs of any kind of kickers that will leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking to pass. Gets it out fast. Stops short of the marker. And they stop with his defense, and they get the ball back.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
To throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Looking downfield on first down. Now adjusting. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with his unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see if they could build on that in this game. So far, they hadn't gotten to the QB until that last play just now. Now let's find out if they can crank up the heat.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Play fake on 1st down to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Touchdown, Penn State! Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. From the gun. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and they trail by just 4. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the 1st down, but you've got to take care of the ball first. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it. Here's to the end zone. Touchdown, Husker. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Makes the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by a field goal over the Red Hawks of Miami. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job.
Gonna take a shot. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Second down coming up. Off the play fake. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they're able to get him down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. To the air on first down. Fires it. He makes the catch. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. They'll go to the air. Avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You just got to know the situation in the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down. You've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Looking to take a shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Flex it out of the air. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
Nice execution by this offense. Cutting it to 3 is a big deal. Now, we got to find a way to get it done. Kick the top of the football, get that thing rolling, get a good bounce on this onside kick, and who the heck knows what can happen.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on them.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes.